Are you thinking about retiring and you're checking out all these different places on YouTube and trying to figure out what's the best town or area to retire to? Stick around, you're not going to want to miss this video. My name is Megan Schoner. I'm a local real estate agent here in Port St. Lucie, Florida on the Treasure Coast, and I love helping people like you from YouTube every single day find your treasure of a home. So if you're looking in the next 9 days, 90 days, next year or two, please feel free to reach out to me. My email and cell phone are listed below. I would love to have a conversation with you and help you make your dreams a reality here. So in today's video, I wanted to go through the top 5 reasons why I think that moving to Port St. Lucie is a great place to retire to. So the first one is our location. So we are located on the Atlantic coast. We are about 45 minutes north of West Palm Beach, and really our biggest thing is we're 2 hours between Miami and Orlando. So that gives us a lot of times people will have friends and family in the area, and they want to be able to travel and be able to see, family and stuff like that in different areas and have access to a lot of different cities. So we are, what I say, centrally located here in South Florida. So over to Tampa, we're about 3 hours, and Fort Lauderdale is about an hour and a half. And we are, like I said, from West Palm Beach, about 45 minutes north, so the airport is less than an hour away. So that location really makes a big difference for people. And with this location being close to Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, Miami, Orlando, you have a lot of things to do, a lot of cities to experience, but it's really nice because Port St. Lucie still is a quieter, more of a suburban type feel of a city. So you've got access to everything, but you're not right in the middle of it, which is a great thing. Okay, so the second reason is the weather, which may seem silly. Right now it's end of July here in South Florida, so it's hot. I think our high was 92 degrees. With a heat index, I think we're getting close to like 100 degrees. So it's a little bit hot, all right. I am sweating. But the weather, I think, is really important. So when you are retiring, right, you want to come down here and be able to relax and enjoy the winter time, our winter time, which is the best time of the year. So the fall, winter, spring. And what I keep hearing from a lot of, people that are relocating down here is maybe they started in South Carolina or Georgia or like even northern Florida, and it's beautiful in all those areas. But what ends up happening is people don't realize those areas get cold in the winter. So when you're coming down here and you want to retire and you want to be playing pickleball or out on the water, it's too cold in other areas. So we're here in South Florida, so it is nice and warm all year round. You can get outside and do everything year round, and we're not as far south as Miami, so our temperatures are a little bit better. They're not as hot, but you're still going to have lovely 70, 80 degree temperature in all the winter months. So weather in our area, I think we're like in the perfect spot because, again, being on the East Coast off the Atlantic Ocean, we always have a breeze here. So while it's warm, it's never as hot as people say. I mean, you guys know I'm originally from Chicago, so kind of funny to see that they're actually having some warmer temperatures this summer than we are having here in Florida. So weather is always really important when you're looking to retire and be able to enjoy the lifestyle outside. So you're going to want to make sure when you're looking at different places that you're also considering what are the temperatures in the winter or the fall, or the time that you're going to be down here using the house, so that you can really enjoy it and not feel like you sacrificed and moved to an area that's colder than what you're looking for. So the third reason that I think moving to Port St. Lucie is a great idea if you're looking to retire is our population and the diversity. So in Port St. Lucie, we are a town of close to 250,000 people, and we are a very, very diverse community, which when you're looking at all different areas, maybe you're looking at Naples, you're looking up at the Villages, you're looking up at St. Augustine, all these other areas don't have the same growth, the energy, the diversity, and the size that Port St. Lucie has. We are surrounded by beautiful smaller towns here on the Treasure Coast like Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hobe Sound, but they're smaller. They're under 20,000 people. So to be able to be in a town that's close to 250,000 is great because it offers a lot of different amenities, restaurants, shopping, things to do, and it's a little bit livelier. Again, when I was talking about the diversity, so we have a huge mix of everyone. It's a huge melting pot here, which is fantastic and wonderful. So you really have, you have people that are retirement age, and then you have young families. So you really have kind of a mix of all ages, all different diverse backgrounds and cultures, and it's a really nice feature to have that you don't necessarily have in all the other areas you might be considering for retirement. The fourth reason that I think moving to Port St. Lucie is a great option if you're looking for a place to retire is the housing options. And the reason that I say that, obviously I'm a real estate agent, so I'm going to talk to you about the housing. But we really have a good mix of all different types of housing here. So with that, there is a lot of new construction. We still have a lot of building. We are one of the areas that is further west. So there's a lot of, used to be the orange groves that they're building on. So there's a lot of new construction going on. You have gated communities, you have homes that are not in gated communities, you have quick move-in ready homes with the builders, you have old existing homes, you have houses with pools, you have larger homes, you have smaller homes, you have some homes on the water, you have condos. So there's really a mix of all different types of properties here, which I think makes it different. I know, when you're looking further south in South Florida, a lot of those communities are already built out. So the homes are older. There's not really a lot of different options other than a lot of the resales, but here you can do new construction, or you can do a house that's less than 5 years old that maybe someone just used for retirement. So there's a lot of different options and pricing available here. I think it makes it for a great option. Okay, so the fifth reason that I think moving to Port St. Lucie is a great idea if you're looking to retire is cost. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of pushback because, the cost of living and prices are gonna be different for everyone based on where you're coming from. Overall, here in South Florida, Port St. Lucie is one of the most affordable areas. Our average sales price is about $425,000. This is as of July of 2025. And that takes into account the new construction and the resales for single family homes. So when you take that price point and you compare it to something like further south, like in Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens, Boca, you're gonna pay $100,000 to $200,000 more for the exact same house that you would pay for here. So it is a lot more affordable than some of our cities down in the south. And again, if you're coming from the northeast and you're able to sell your home for $700,000 to $800,000, being able to purchase something for cash down here for $400,000, $450,000, $500,000, brand new with impact windows and all the bells and whistles and stuff like that, it makes it really affordable. Now, if you're coming from another area where the home prices are a lot less, then it may not feel as affordable. But again, it's all going to be relative. The other thing I get people always ask questions about is the cost of the insurance. They always hear about how expensive is, insurance and all of that. So for the cost of the insurance, what we always do is I will always reach out to my insurance agents and get ideas of quotes on different houses for you guys. Usually we have to go through the inspection process, but we can kind of get a rough idea ahead of time. So the insurance costs are going to depend on if it's a concrete block home, if it's a wood frame home, if they've ever had any kind of claims on the house. So the biggest thing too is the age of the roof. Not necessarily what type of roof, but the age of the roof and the remaining life left on the roof. And then again, what type of hurricane, if it's the shutters, the panels, impact windows, the insurance companies don't really care as long as you have something that covers all the windows and openings and doors. So the insurance on average, so the big thing is with the new construction, and this is why some of the new construction is selling a little bit faster, is that the insurance is going to be a lot less on those. So in a lot of cases, it'll probably be under $2,000 for a brand new home versus an existing home where it may be closer to $3,000 to $4,000 on average. So just to kind of give you a price point, something to think about for the insurance. Again, the good thing here, we have no state income tax, so that is a great savings for the state of Florida as well if you're looking to retire down here. And then the other thing is the property taxes. So we pay our property taxes in arrears, so we're always paying it for last year. When we are out looking for homes, especially like if you see like a brand new, like new construction, you're going to see a very low tax bill on there, and that's going to be because you're basically paying tax just on the vacant lot, on the land itself. You'll see a huge difference when we're looking at homes when you're looking at resale for everyone's taxes, and that could be because someone is homestead or they're non-homestead, or they have different exemptions. Maybe they're a widow, or maybe they have VA benefits, all that kind of stuff. So that all factors into it. So the first year you are going to be paying the remainder of the previous person's taxes, and then after you purchase, the following year will be your taxes. On average, if you were trying to estimate a cost on it, I would say figure about 2% of the sales price will give you a good estimation of what your taxes will be. Okay, it just got a little too hot outside for me, so I'm going to finish the video up inside here. So what is a typical day, or what would a weekend look like if you're down here in Port St. Lucie, for retirement? What are different things that you can do and activities? So For me, I love to start off, we've got some really good like New York style bagels in Tradition. There's Bagel Brothers, and then there's also New York Brooklyn Water Bagel Company that uses, I guess, the special water for their bagels. So love to get, bagels and then maybe go for a walk around Tradition Lake. They also have Sunday mornings, I think until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They have a great farmer's market there right on the square. So that's really fun too. They've got food trucks and all different types of fruits, vegetables, flowers, and just fun stuff to see. So it's nice to take a walk around the lake and then maybe, stop at the farmer's market. Other days we love to go to the beach. I like going either first thing in the morning or kind of more towards the end of the day. We go to Stewart Beach, Jensen Beach are my favorite two beaches. And then we also have a tri-tune boat that we take out on the river. So love to go boating. Boating is huge here. You can go out to, in Stewart, they have the sandbar, and then Fort Pierce has the Cove, great places for people to all bring their boats and relax and meet up and stuff like that. So I'm not a huge fisherman, but there's great fishing in the area. So if you like to fish, that's another great option in our area to do. So if you'd like to do shopping, we have the Treasure Coast Mall, which is in Jensen Beach, just on US 1. And then if you go a little bit further south down to Palm Beach Gardens, that is more of like the upscale mall, but that's some great shopping as well too. Our main shopping arteries are either going to be on US 1, which is east, and then we also have shopping in Tradition. That's where the Target is, HomeSense, and all kinds of different shops there. And then also in St. Lucie West has a bunch of different shops there too. If you love baseball, we've got spring training, and then we have the minor league St. Lucie Mets. That's in the St. Lucie West area. Really fun to go catch a baseball game. They always have, on Saturdays with a minor league team, they always have fireworks and all kinds of really fun promotions and stuff like that to get families in there. So that's a fun activity to do as well too. In terms of sports and activities like that, obviously pickleball is huge down here. So if you are in any of the gated communities, they all have tons of pickleball courts, and the communities all play each other. So that's available. If you're not in a gated community, we have some amazing pickleball parks that have tons and tons of courts and leagues and all that kind of stuff as well too. So pickleball is super fun. I'm actually surprised. My son, who's getting ready to go off to college, he and his friends all play, and when we've gone out to play, I'm always surprised at all the young kids that are out there too. But that's really fun to play pickleball if you are into playing pickleball. We also have a lot of golf courses. So we've got PGA Village. So you've got the PGA courses that are open to the public, as you can do a membership there without living in the community. Then we also have the St. Lucie Trails Golf Course, which is the public golf course. And then there's another one up at St. James as well too. So there's a lot of different golfing opportunities available. There's golf communities if you're interested in that, or do some of the public golf courses too. Golf is always big down here as well too. I also like to explore a lot of the kind of nature trails. So we have a new one, it's just off of Becker Road, called Casey Trails, or the Kiplinger Trails. And that is a new one kind of on our way into Palm City. And that is a really nice, go for a nice hike for a couple miles or so. Bring your bikes out there as well too. If you have horses, I guess they have horse trails and stuff as well. But that's a really nice trail to go on when it's not so hot. And then they also have the Expo Center, and that has some really nice trails too. People like to bring their dogs on those trails. And speaking of dogs, you can actually bring your dog, some dog beaches and stuff like that as well too, that are really popular. And then in the evening, if you are interested in going to theaters, the Lyric Theater is in Stewart, Florida, and then the Sunrise Theater is up in Fort Pierce. They always bring lots of different concerts, comedians to those theaters if you're interested in that as well. Seen a bunch of fun shows and really enjoyed that at both locations. The one in Stewart is more of a historic, older theater, and then the one up in Fort Pierce is brand new, kind of more state of the art. So totally different feel, but they have great shows to see there. And then in terms of dining and places to go out on the water specifically, I love going to downtown Stewart. I think they have a lot of really cute restaurants and shops, and it's right on the water. They on Sundays they also have some concerts too that are on the water. Listen to some music and just enjoy the view and everything like that. So downtown Stewart has a lot of really cute things. There's also downtown Jensen that has some restaurants that's on the water, and then downtown Fort Pierce. Downtown Fort Pierce actually has a really great farmers market, and theirs is on Saturday mornings. So if you're looking for farmers market, Saturday in Fort Pierce and Sunday at Tradition are some really great options. But If you want to just kind of do some strolling along the water, have some restaurants, some drinks, ice cream, all those locations have some really great things to check out. So hopefully you have enjoyed watching this YouTube video about different reasons why I think moving to Port St. Lucie is a great area to consider for your retirement. So if you have any questions about the area, the communities, you'd like to schedule an appointment with me, I would love to talk to you and make that dream a reality. There is what's called a stay and play opportunity with Riverland, which is one of the 55 and older communities. So if you're looking to come into the area, it's $99. They'll put you up in one of their houses and give you some vouchers for some of the meals. You can check out all their amenities. And so that is $99 for 3 days, 2 nights. So if you were interested in having me set that up for you, I'm happy to do that as well. And my cell phone and email are listed below. I would love to answer any questions that you have and help you find your treasure of a home here on the Treasure Coast.